My name's Brenda Muyama and I am a Macmillan Welfare Benefits Advisor. Our aim is to help people focus on getting better, surviving or getting through whatever it is that they're currently facing.
I was diagnosed in 2009, being 10 years old at the time, on April the 4th, with medulloblastoma cancer, which is a brain tumour.
She had an operation 2 days later to put a shunt in. That was the 8th of April, and then the following week she went in for a big op and didn't wake up. Would sort of howl on the ward.
I went into a coma 3 months long, and when I woke up from that, I had to relearn to talk and walk and everything.
It was a very long process, very difficult.
You don't want finances and where your next meal is going to come from to be the thing that you're focusing on, when it should be about getting yourself strong and hopefully back to health.
Georgia's not as independent as she'd like to be. She'd love to be learning to drive, and she'd love to be staying up all night and being a typical teenager. And also the fatigue side is huge.
We go through a detailed benefits check, taking their information, taking details about where they live, what they do, their income, their circumstances, and then we use that to assess what they might be entitled to and what support we might be able to give them.
We didn't have any issues claiming disability living allowance. Where we ran into issues was when that was replaced with personal independence payment. And overnight we went from Georgia being entitled to the higher rates for both living and mobility to apparently being cured overnight and not requiring any assistance whatsoever. Georgia was at Oaklands College at the time, and we chatted to the people who were involved with her education there, and sort of said that her PIP had been turned down, and it was one of the people at the meeting who suggested that we make contact with the Money Advice Unit, and she made the initial contact on our behalf.
There are means-tested benefits and there are non-means-tested benefits, so it's always worth getting some advice just to know where you are, even if you don't need it now. 6 months down the line, 3 months down the line, you don't know how, a lot of people don't know how chemo is going to affect them or radiotherapy is going to affect them, and just having that information is, a lot of people tell me they do find it really useful.
So having the help was incredibly useful to us at the time and took a lot of the pressure off, because you don't know how to fill these forms in necessarily. You want to try and be honest, but sometimes it doesn't get across the fact of the really bad days, you know, and they tend to look at the good days and think that's typical, when actually it's far from the case.
We don't kind of push them in one direction or another. It's here's the information. If you want to do something with it now, I'm here to help you. If you want to do something with it later, here's my number, give me a call and we can deal with it when you're ready to. We've helped people access £5 million in benefits in the last 18 months, and we're hoping that we'll just continue to be able to do that.
You're having to say these are all the issues, and those are the things you don't want to have to think about. You want to think about the good stuff. So hugely beneficial, because she knew what questions to ask and what to get us to focus on, and she was able to express it in a way that we wouldn't have been able to on our own. We were able to kind of take a bit of a step back, I think, and just kind of, it took the pressure off, it really did.